Hello guys, it's Gemma Thunder. Today I'm doing a weekly blaze. So I did skip last week. So basically Pokemon Legends Arceus came out, and I also had a 5-page essay to write last week, and I just kind of didn't feel like doing much else. Funny thing, I actually didn't even write the 5-page essay till the last day. And I did it all in 3 hours. So I guess that part was not really as big of a concern as I thought it was. But I was playing Pokemon. I actually haven't played in a few days now because it's just been I didn't really want to deal with the essay, and I was just doing like nothing. But it's done now, so I'll probably start playing Pokemon again tomorrow. I didn't today though because I was just tired because I didn't sleep much. But yeah, anyways, it's Tuesday at about 4:30 a.m. So yeah, first I guess I'll talk about Pokemon a bit because it did just come out. I think that this game, I'm not like overly far in. I'm like quite a few hours in, but I'm not like maybe at the halfway point, maybe not quite there, but I'm getting there, I guess. I don't know how many stars you need to be like the final level or anything. Like, I don't know if it's just like, oh, you get to like a certain star point, like 8 stars, I think. It's level 100. You can you can have Pokemon up to level 100 listen to you. So maybe 8 stars is like the final thing, and then the other two are just if you can, and it's just kind of extra incentive, or maybe you actually have to go all 10 stars. I don't know. I think I'm close to 4-star right now, though. So I think the game, I don't know if I want to call it good, though. It's not a bad game for sure. I would definitely go more positive than negative. My main two problems are that there's just not a whole lot to do aside from catching Pokemon. There's not many landmarks. I think this was done on purpose because, well, it's in the past, and like, they probably just wanted to kind of have a guinea pig type of game where they can just, throw it out and see what happens, and if it sticks, this new formula, maybe they'll try making this like something in Gen 9. Maybe they're already doing Gen 9 like this, I don't know. They could be, trying to test the waters with a new formula just to see how it goes and possibly develop something like this in the future, but they just didn't want to put too much effort into it for a trial run, I don't know. But it's definitely kind of bare. My other problem is the star system. Having to get to a new star rank every time you want to enter a new area sucks because it just takes forever. Like, you have to kind of grind to catch Pokemon and do challenges. These challenges aren't fun either. It's just mindless grinding. It's not enjoyable. I really hate the stars. I wish they would have made them much easier. I mean, it's kind of takes away some of the challenge, I feel like, but at the same time, it's just like, if you're not going to put effort into the challenges, just make them easier. If you wanted to make challenges, make them more interesting. They're not fun right now. Like, I go through the area, I catch all the Pokemon, I catch all the new Pokemon, trying to get all of them. I think that's fair. But then, yeah, I do that, and I'm only like halfway through, and it's just like, well, I don't really want to play the game anymore. That's kind of part of the reason why I stopped, because part of it was just like, oh, well, I get this essay, but the other part is just like, okay, well, I'm like halfway to 4-star, so I'm kind of just, I finished this whole area, I'm kind of just bored, like, I don't really want to do this right now. I don't know, maybe I'll just throw on like a VTuber stream or something and watch that while I grind out the game. That seems like a pretty good plan, honestly. Yeah, I should probably just like watch streams or something and whenever I need to grind out to a new rank. But yeah, that's whatever. So I don't have a ton to talk about today. Nothing's really happened the past week or so. I do want to tell the next part of my Beyblade story though. I don't know how much else I'm gonna do in this weekly plays, but maybe I'll talk a little bit more about like Legends Arceus and maybe some anime stuff eventually, or Bakugan even, later in the weekly plays. But I do want to do the Beyblade stuff right now. So this is the third part of the Beyblade story. This will go from the start of 2021, which is January. Obviously, I don't know why I needed to specify that. I think that's pretty obvious, but I also will be going all the way through April, yeah. So, alright, the first thing I did in January was I got a Tornado Wyvern. So this was a God Bay that I really wanted. It was actually the first prize bay, and actually no, it wasn't the first prize bay. But it was one of the prize bays that I was missing. I remember I had a nice streak of getting every dual layer prize bay in a row. During that I also got Trident. I was just missing Evil Eye. And I was never able to get Tornado Wyvern, and that I remember Random Booster Volume 6 is what kind of discouraged me from random boosters. I didn't try as hard. I did get Maximum Garuda on my second Volume 7 pull, but like, I never really tried hard with random boosters after Volume 6. I just didn't care. They just cost too much for what they were worth, so I just stopped. But I finally went back to buy Tornado Wyvern because Jet Wyvern was coming out, and I knew Tornado Wyvern would spike in price when Jet Wyvern came out, and I was right. Which is not great because it means it's harder to get now, but like, well, I got mine, so there's that. The seller also threw in a bonus for me, a nice Koro exclusive Red Tornado Wyvern layer. Didn't have it on in the card or anything, they just threw it in, so that was nice. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Now, after that, we actually have a funny thing here. An order that I did not upload. So this is a Weekly Blaze exclusive story, because I never uploaded these. So I got Curse Satan, which I did make a video on. I got Curse Satan because it was a Sparking Prize Bay, and I wanted to get, I was trying to get every Bay, and I got it for a good deal. But I also ordered 4 Random Booster Volume 21s and 4 Random Booster Volume 23s. I got nothing good. I didn't get any of the prize bays. I remember being, I stayed up all night too, because I was just like I guess I wasn't tired, but I'm like, okay, well, it's like 10 a.m. I could probably go to bed now, or I could stay up a few more hours and just wait for it to get here. And I waited for it to get here, and it was disappointing, so yeah, I didn't get anything. I remember, because I was also just kind of rushing the video, so I just decided I'm just not even going to upload this. It's not worth it. So I just scrapped the video, deleted it, and just redid it, with the Curse Satan part anyway. Because, yeah, the random booster unboxings weren't great. For my 21s, I got 2 King Fafnirs, unfortunately. I also got a Cosmo Pegasus, as well as a Air Knight. The Air Knight recolor is actually kind of cool, though. I will give that one some credit. And I don't mind having one of the King Fafnirs, because Black 1S is in there. That's neat. But yeah, everything else is just kind of not great. For my 23s, I did pull... Weirdly enough, I actually did not mind my pulls as much. They weren't good because I didn't get Hollow Death Scyther, but like... I did get Hollow Valkyrie, though, which I at least got a Hollow, I guess, but like... The other 3 were actually all the new high drivers, aside from High XL Dash, which, comes on Death Scyther, but, what were they? Storm Pegasus, Draceel F, and Dead Phoenix. I also wanted the Dead Phoenix because it matches Revive Phoenix colors, so you can make a Revive Phoenix color perfect Phoenix, which is cool. So yeah, I didn't hate the pulls. I don't hate them now that I have the prize bays, but at the time it just sucked because I didn't get anything good. So that was the thing. After this, I kind of just had a coagulation of orders come in of multiple different bays. So the first one up after that was Hollow Death Scyther. Or no, not Hollow Death Scyther, Orichalcum. Orichalcum. So yes, I found this thing for like $40, sealed. Like one of the 4 rare bay get battle bays for $40 sealed, so I had to get it. So I have Orichalcum now. That's kind of why I got it so soon, because I just saw it for that cheap, so I just had to pick it up. Next up, Hollow Death Scyther. I actually paid, I think I paid like $80 for this thing. I remember, because I didn't care, because I just remember not getting anything good for my random booster, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just ordering this. I'm too tilted to not... Do people even say the word tilted anymore? I don't even know. But I'm just like, yeah, I wanted at least one prize bay. Either, well, mostly Death Scyther, but if I can get one of the Diablo spays, that would have been fine. But I just went ahead and ordered Hollow Death Scyther, so I got that. That was nice to add to the collection. So yeah, and then after that we had the final thing I did in January, which was get 2 more bays, Vice Leopard and Tact Longinus. Vice Leopard was another prize bay I didn't get from Joset's, so that was cool to get. No, I feel like there aren't really many interesting stories. I'm just kind of going, well, I guess the one was interesting, but there aren't a ton of interesting stories with these ones. I was just kind of going down the line and just ordering everything I needed, pretty much. Tact Longinus was another just kind of weird GT prize bay I didn't have, so I ordered that one. And then February, I ordered the final Chosy prize bay I needed, and also just the second to last Chosy bay in general that I needed, which was Air Knight. So that was cool. Also, I don't think I mentioned this in the last video, but when I got Baldur, that was the final dual layer I needed, so that was fun. I don't even think I'm going to get to any final collections in this video for other seasons, but I just wanted to mention that, I guess. But anyway. So after that, also in February, I got first Uranus, finally, because I was missing that thing, so I finally got it. I kind of still want to make a full combo, that I also need the 1D, the golden black one. I should probably buy that eventually. Yeah, maybe, we'll see. And I don't know if that really counts as a necessary part of first Uranus, but I feel like I should probably get it still. And then if I can, I'll just buy a spare wheel and Mobius at some point. I don't know. Probably next time I order from Bays and Bricks. But anyway. And then the last thing I got in February was, of course, Jet Wyvern. Because Jet Wyvern, it was a new Sparking release. And despite all the stuff I was getting, I was still keeping up with the Sparking releases. So that was another one that I did get. Moving on to March. We now have Duo Eclipse. This one is actually a good story. So I was looking at eBay one night, and I happened to come across a Duo Eclipse for a penny, and I'm like, okay, and it was like $2 shipping, $2.50 shipping. I remember, or no, $2.49. My bad. That doesn't matter. But anyway. So I'm gonna look at this thing, and I'm like, there's no way this is legit, but I just had to check it out, like a penny? And the same stalker told me, I look at the pictures, I'm like, oh, this is real, it's a bid. So I see it, and I'm like, well, it's 5 days out, I'm sure it'll go up in price, but whatever, I'll come back. Maybe if I can get this thing for under 40, that'd be great, I'll try and win this bid. So I check back every day, and, get to like a day out, still no bids. I'm like, wow, okay, maybe we'll have some people trying to snipe it tomorrow. Next day comes, I check, it's like 5 minutes before it ends, no bids, and I'm like, can I just bid a penny on this for the hell of it? Like, if I lose, that's gonna suck, but can I just do that just to see what happens? So I just bid a penny, like a last second, and to my surprise, it went through. I won the bid. With tax and everything, it was $2.70 for Duo Eclipse. And I was wondering, I'm like, there's no way this guy's going to send it out. He's probably going to just refund me and cancel the order because he didn't get enough for it. There's no way this guy would send out a Tiger Tomy Duo Eclipse for $2.70. It's in Japan too, so he's probably going to lose money on the shipping. I'm like, I just expected, okay, that's funny, order will get canceled. It didn't get canceled. It arrived. It's right there. If you can, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's right there. So it did arrive. I don't even know if that was in focus, but you could at least probably make out the shape. But, so I got my Duo Eclipse for $2.70. That was the best deal of all of the talk I've had, all of these different baits I've talked about, and all the baits I will be talking about. That's the best deal I've gotten, ever. So that was amazing. And then we make it to April. So April... a couple things. The first one was, just keeping up with the Sparking releases. I did get Death Solomon. Interesting release. I actually think Death Solomon is the best looking Sparking bay. That might be a bit of a hot take, but it just looks really good. And then the last thing I got was for Easter. That was the Metal Fight Anniversary set. I actually had the big brain idea this time, and because I remember wondering, I'm like, with the first anniversary, I'm like, I'm like, how is my mom gonna know? Because it was a Christmas gift, the first one. I'm like, how is she gonna figure out, between the different anniversary sets? There's no way that someone outside of the Beyblade community is gonna figure out the difference between these sets, because they all sound almost identical, despite not having a coherent naming scheme. So I'm like, what if I just gave a link to this one, that would probably be beneficial. So it worked. I got that one for Easter, which comes with Storm Pegasus, Lightning Eldrago, Flame Sagittario, Rock Leone, and Earth Eagle. So that was great. I finally got the Metal Fight set, so that was fun. And yeah, that's gonna be everything. That I feel like it was a bit of a boring one. I don't think there was quite as much interesting stuff. I think next time will be a little bit more interesting. I guess the Dual Eclipse one and like the random boosters I never uploaded, I guess that was kind of interesting, but I don't know, I feel like it wasn't as interesting because I was kind of already really into Beyblade by this point. I wasn't trying to figure out and stumble through prices, so it wasn't as interesting. Kind of knew what I was doing, but at least there was a couple stories in there. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be about it for the Beyblade stuff for this weekly Blaze. I don't know if I'll upload next week or not, because I said I was going to go 5 weeks straight, but I didn't, so I think I should upload next week, though, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah. I think that's everything. I don't think I've gotten anything else. I'm pretty sure, aside from Legends Arceus. Oh, that's a story I could tell. So, okay, here was a funny thing. Well, not really funny because it sucked at the time, but, well, it's fine now, though, but, So, this was partially my fault, because I didn't pre-order the game on time. I pre-ordered them a week before. Or no, 5 days before, that Sunday. So I pre-ordered the first one, because I was ordering 2 copies, one for me, one for my girlfriend, right? So I pre-ordered 2. Now I pre-ordered the first one, and then an hour later I pre-ordered the second one. Both on Amazon, mind you. So the first one says, okay, it'll be here, release day. February 28th. Or no. What not February. January 28th. Yeah, we're not quite to February 28th quite yet. So alright, cool. And there's the second one. It says it'll be here February 23rd. I'm like, what the hell? How? How are you gonna show up, like, over 3 weeks, like, basically 4 weeks later, and I ordered this an hour after? How is it, what? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give this, like, a day or two and see what happens. And if one didn't come on time, I was willing to take the one that came late. So I'm like, alright, well, day passed. I'm like, alright, I'm just going to cancel this order because it's not changing. So I order from Best Buy. So, alright, I get it. I order from Best Buy. Friday comes. The one from Amazon came that said it was going to be here, so I gave that to her. And then the one that I was waiting for from Best Buy, it said, be here from FedEx, and it said it'd be there by 8 p.m. that day. So I'm like, okay, cool. It's not here yet, it's like 6 p.m., but should be here today. Doesn't show up. Of course. Okay, so hopefully tomorrow, right? I woke up late today, I was going to do some other stuff. It's fine, I could wait till Saturday. Not the biggest deal, I guess. Saturday. Okay, FedEx saying, it's been in Chicago, it'll be here today. Okay, cool. By 8 p.m., right? Okay. It doesn't show up. So at that point I was like, okay, that was actually really annoying. Like, I'm like, really? Are you serious? It's just not going to show up. It's been here for like 2 days. It's just not going to show up. And finally on Sunday this thing shows up after like 2 days later than it should have, because it was like right here. It was right there. It should have been here. But yeah, I had to play out late because it didn't want to show up. And I also waited till Sunday to do my schoolwork as well, because I didn't think they delivered on Sundays. So I had to not play the game for 4 hours. Not 4 hours. Well, yeah, it was 4 hours because I had to eat dinner. And then I went to go. Then I did my schoolwork, and then I went to shower, and then I finally sat down to play the game. But yeah, that took way longer than I needed to, so that was not fun. And then, well, I guess it doesn't matter too much now, because I kind of just stopped playing the game. I'll get back to it tomorrow, though. It's fine. It's fine. Also, my voice is starting to die. I should have brought a drink up here with me, so I guess that's about it for today anyway. So, yeah. I will talk more in this weekly Blaze. At some point, hopefully. Hopefully I don't do what I did last time and just not record and then have to, do a 30-second outro on a Monday. But we'll see what happens, so, yeah. Alright, it is now Wednesday at about 12:42 a.m., so Nintendo Direct got announced for tomorrow, or I guess today at this point. So I just want to run through some series, give my predictions on what I think could get announced, or even just what I would like to see, I don't know. So first up, Mario games. I don't expect like an actual mainline game right now, but Mario Kart 9. I feel like that'd be an E3 thing, but like, I could still hope, right? Mario Kart 9 would be great. Aside from that, maybe like a new Mario sports game. Or no, I think Golf just came out last year. So maybe it'd be too soon for that. I don't know. Mario sports game is always a possibility, but the thing is, they've only done like tennis and golf recently. So I guess what would they do? I'd probably guess maybe baseball. I want strikers, honestly, but I don't know, I feel like they wouldn't do it for some reason. I don't know, just something about the art style seems kind of gritty. I don't know if they'd want to go back to that for some reason, but I don't know. Baseball would be cool. I don't know if they do that yet, though. It might be a little too soon. Legend of Zelda, probably something with Breath of the Wild 2, I'd assume. I'd love to say Metroid Prime 4, but I doubt that. Maybe E3, though. Kirby, oh yeah, there's a new Kirby game coming up. That should definitely be in there for a while. Maybe something Donkey Kong related. Now, obviously, all of these maybes, like, no, I don't expect all of these to happen. These are just some possibilities, but like, Donkey Kong game, I could see them not doing another Donkey Kong game for another 5 years, or I could see them just announcing it tomorrow, just because, but we'll see. What else is there? F-Zero or Star Fox would be great. Wouldn't expect them, but they'd be a nice surprise. Maybe a new Fire Emblem. It's been a few years since Three Houses came out at this point, so maybe something like that. I think it was only like a 3 or 4 year gap between Fates and Three Houses, so it's about that time for a new one to be announced at least. What else? Oh yeah, Earthbound. Okay, so, well, or Mother, whatever. Mother 3. Probably not gonna get translated, but I want to bring it up just because I wish they would. Like, could they just, like, give us Mother 3 at this point? Like, come on. You know, they addressed this in 2014. It'd be great just to get it. Either they give us a $60 like collection or something. You have to buy it to get it. I don't care. Or what they might do at some point. If they ever get to Game Boy games, they'll probably throw it exclusively in the expansion pass that they made. They're really trying to sell that, so they'll probably do that or something. If it's not now, which I won't. I don't think it'd be now though. It seems like a stretch, but I'm always waiting. You know, it'd be great. Though also, Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings, I don't think these are on the Switch yet, because I remember thinking I wanted to play them, but I have this issue with RPGs, aside from like Pokemon, well even with Pokemon, where I don't really like to sit down on the couch to play them. I like to play them like on my laptop, just kind of chill and have fun with them, while doing other stuff at the same time if I want to. So with RPGs, I kind of don't like, especially with like something like Persona is a good example. The thing I don't like about RPGs is grinding and just battling. Like Persona, I have a lot of fun with Persona when I am not going through one of the dungeons. Like just like the overworld stuff, I like a lot. It's just I don't like grinding and combat, and it's not fun. But aside from that, RPGs can be fun. It's just, I'm very particular about which ones I play, but Earthbound is one that I definitely want to check out. It's just, I was waiting for one to come out on the Switch. So, if that ever comes out, that'd be great. I think that wouldn't be an expansion pass thing, that could just be a normal one, or eShop, I don't know. Regardless, if it gets onto the Switch at some point, I would like to play it, but of course the main thing is, where's our Mother 3 localization? We've been wondering this for a very long time now. Aside from that, let's see. Smash. I don't think anyone should be expecting Smash. I just wanted to mention that because, like, if we, I think it's possible that we'll get more stuff with Ultimate eventually. But if it does happen, it's going to be like at least 2 more years, I would say. I wouldn't expect this anytime soon. That's even if it happens. So, yeah. Pokemon. Okay, Pokemon, I don't think we'd get Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl DLC, or even just a new game. That seems unlikely. I do think Legends Arceus might get DLC, but I don't think it'd be announced yet. The game's only been out, like, not even 2 weeks, so I feel like they're going to hold off on an announcement for that. Maybe E3, or maybe they'll do like a special summer Pokemon Direct or something. They do those sometimes. I think that's possible, but I don't think it'll be now. Um, I think Animal Crossing, the last DLC was like the last one in general for it, so probably not that. Pikmin 4. They said 2017 after their presentation that Pikmin 4 is in development and almost done. We haven't seen anything from it yet, so I don't know. Will we see Pikmin 4? I hope so, but at this point, who knows? Maybe they'll say that for E3, but it's not a game that I think they need to say for E3. It's a possibility, but I do doubt it. Um, oh, another one. This is a funny one. This is probably my number one most wanted game at this point, which would be like, I don't know what to call it. I guess maybe like Switch Sports or something. Just some kind of Wii Sports 3, I guess you could say. I guess there's Wii Sports Club, but that was more of a port of one. So yeah, that's not really the third game. I would say it's just a port of one, really. So like an actual third Wii Sports game, title it whatever you want, Mi Sports, Switch Sports, whatever. I really want this game. It's kind of a meme pick because like I don't think it'll ever happen. There's not really a whole big reason to make it. It's just I really liked Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, so it'd be cool to get another one. Again, I doubt it, but it is my number one pick. So yeah. Also, one thing I do want from Wii Sports 3, I guess we'll call it. That doesn't make sense. Switch Sports, Mi Sports. I don't know. Whatever. I really want volleyball because I actually like volleyball quite a bit. So it'd be kind of nice to have volleyball. Aside from that, I don't know. Just bring back some of the other games. I guess maybe like basketball, sword play, bowling, of course. Kind of bowling, and then just some other ones like tennis, golf, whatever. Really, my favorites are probably bowling, baseball actually, and then basketball and swordplay. Those four would be like my favorites to get. Plus, if they could do like a good volleyball thing, that'd be awesome. Uh, Aside from that, let's see what other. I think there's really only like two other franchises I could think of, which would be Splatoon and ARMS. Splatoon 3, we know it's coming. Hoping for a release date. That'd be amazing. Maybe a trailer of sorts with some kind of new mode, or just a returning mode. I don't really care. Just some kind of Splatoon 3 information with a release date would be great. Um, and then ARMS. Yeah, I don't think we'll get an ARMS 2 or anything, but it's just a game that they could throw out if they want to. So I guess there's that. So those are my prediction. Not, I mean, barely predictions. I barely predicted anything, but oh yeah, Bayonetta 3. They could maybe show more information on that. Um, I think that's everything I could think of. So those are my possible things that they could do. Will they do any of these? I don't know. Probably like Kirby, I would assume. That'd be the one like safe bet. They'll probably show Kirby. It's pretty free. I would say it comes out next month. But aside from that, what will they do? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Which I don't know. I'll probably go to bed. Hopefully, because my sleep schedule's been messed up pretty bad. So I'm hoping to go to bed like maybe by 7:30 ish, and then wake up, and then hopefully it'll be time to watch it. I'll set my alarm for 3:45, so I can make sure I'm up by 4, because it is 4 o'clock my time, the direct. So that'll be fun. And then hopefully tomorrow I'll record again. If not, I don't know, at some point this week I'll definitely record, because I gotta talk about the direct and stuff. So yeah, I guess the main thing I'm hoping for, realistically, probably just Splatoon 3 information. Like, that's... Anything else is a little bit too speculative, I would say. Like, there's nothing really guaranteed. Like, the only other thing I could think of would be, like, Smash DLC, but, there's not going to be any Smash DLC for a little while. Or maybe not anything else for Ultimate. Maybe it'll just be another game in a few years, but... That was kind of a previous safe bet, but, it's not really at this point. So, I guess Splatoon 3, and then, well, I guess we'll see Kirby stuff, which... I'm not as interested in Kirby. I might get it eventually, but it's not going to be a day one game or anything. But still, definitely looking forward to hopefully seeing some Splatoon stuff. But yeah, I'll stop recording for now. It's really all to say. So tomorrow I will come back and, or so hopefully tomorrow, I'll get my opinions on it. So yeah. Alright, it is now Wednesday at around like 11:15 p.m. or so, I think. So... Nintendo Direct happened. Oh boy, this was one of the best Directs in a while. So quite a few things that I can mention right off the bat that were pretty interesting. So first up, there was some Kirby stuff, which looks pretty good. I don't know if I'll get this too soon, but looks cool. They even announced some stuff for Metroid Dread, which is nice. No Prime 4, I didn't really expect that though. No Breath of the Wild though, or Breath of the Wild 2, whatever. Nothing in that was interesting. But anyway, we are getting Fire Emblem Warriors something or other. It's a new Fire Emblem Warriors game. That's neat. Not what I was expecting. I thought if we got Fire Emblem anything, it'd be a new mainline game, but hey, that's fine. And then, interestingly enough, I didn't mention this yesterday, but Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I completely just forgot about Xenoblade when I was talking yesterday, but yes, there is a new Xenoblade. So, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll get that. I don't think I'll get Fire Emblem or Xenoblade realistically. I mean, if I didn't get Metroid Dread, I'm probably not going to get those two, because I actually do want to play Metroid Dread. But, yeah, it's pretty neat, I would say. I know a lot of people are happy about that, so that's cool. A couple of ports as well. We have, interestingly enough, a little concerned about how this is going to run, but we have a port of No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky, I know a lot of people like this game. I know it sucked at launch, but I think it got better. But I didn't expect that to get ported onto the Switch. But then the more interesting one of the two, which is something that I have it on Xbox, but I might buy this on Switch just so I could play it like on the go. But there's a Portal collection with Portals 1 and 2. I would not have thought about Portal being on Switch, but Portal's on Switch now, I guess. I don't know when it comes out, but yeah, Portal's on Switch. I would not have guessed this, but yeah, it's pretty cool actually. I think that's everything I want to mention just normally. Now we get to like the top 5 best things. Number 5, I actually talked about this yesterday. I'm kind of surprised by it, but Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings are getting the Switch online things. They're being added to it. I don't know why I said that so weirdly, but yes, they're being added to the online non-expansion pass, which is nice. No Mother 3. I would not have expected that, but yes, I could finally play Earthbound and not have to sit on the couch and play. I could just chill and play it. That'll be nice. And then, what else is there? There's a something else. My brain just stopped working. But yes, Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings. So, I know I mentioned this yesterday. I think I mentioned it might be in the expansion pass. I'm not sure. If I did, I don't know. I didn't mean to say that. I thought maybe they'd be in the eShop as well, but nope, just part of the regular online, which is actually really good. So I'll definitely be playing those at some point. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm playing Legends Arceus right now, and then I'm going to play Halo Infinite afterwards, well, at least the campaign. I don't know about the multiplayer. I don't really like the Halo Infinite multiplayer, I'm not going to lie. It feels like a mix between Halo Reach and Halo 5, which sounds like a good thing at first, but the Halo Reach stuff is more just like... It kind of feels like Halo 5, it's just that some aspects are replaced with Halo Reach stuff, not really like added on, so it's kind of a weird mix of them. But the problem is that a lot of the cool Halo 5 stuff just isn't there anymore. It just feels like a very stripped down Halo 5 with some Halo Reach elements. I don't like it. But yeah, after I play the campaign, which actually does look a little bit more interesting, then again, they could add new stuff into the Halo Infinite multiplayer if they want to. They did this with Halo 5 too, and I actually didn't like Halo 5 at first, so that could be good. But I'll play the campaign. After the campaign, I'll probably get to Earthbound, hopefully. Well, we'll see, depending on how long this takes me, because there's another game coming out in April that I'm a little bit more interested in. We'll get to that. That's gonna be a fun one to talk about. So, aside from that, we have my number 4, the thing that we saw, which is going to be Splatoon 3. So, we did see Splatoon 3, which is going to be Salmon Run, so Salmon Run's coming back. That's nice. We did get the release date, well, not really release date, but we got a general idea, which is summer. That could have gone a little better, not gonna lie. I was hoping for, like, May, or maybe June, but I think there's already a couple of games coming out in June, so probably not June. Hoping for July, though. If it's August, that's kind of going to suck a little bit, not going to lie. And then, if it's September, that would definitely suck. But I'm hoping for, like, early July, or at least, like, mid-July. If it happens to be June, though, that'd be very, very hype. Hell, even if they could pull off late May somehow, but it'll probably be July or August. We're really hoping that they at least get to July. Number 3, I guess, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Basically just Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Part 2. Then again, I guess Deluxe itself was like Part 2, so I guess... Or I guess the DLC was Part 2, the Deluxe was like Part 3, so Mario Kart 8 Part 4, basically. So if you don't know, Mario Kart 8 released in 2014, a very long time ago at this point, like 8 years ago. And then in 2015, they released the DLC. And then in 2017, they did Deluxe. And then now here we are in 2022. And they're going to be releasing DLC for it. This will be spanning from 2022 to 2023. They're going to be releasing 48 new tracks. Okay, when they said DLC, I thought, okay, they're going to be remastering some tracks. Cool. Maybe upwards. I was thinking maximum would be like 16. Maybe give us like 4 more cups since it's been a while. And if they're doing this, they probably aren't working on Mario Kart 9. So that'd be, 16 would be 4 more cups. But no, 48, which is 12 more cups. There's 12 cups right now. They're doubling the size of the tracks. I seriously could not believe that. They're really going to double the size of the track list. Like, that's insane. At first, when they said Mario Kart 8 DLC, I was slightly disappointed. I'm like, well, it's something at least, but it's no Mario Kart 9. But then they're like, oh yeah, 48 tracks. I'm like, oh wait, hold on a minute. That's actually like, we don't really need Mario Kart 9 if we're getting this. Like, honestly, and the first batch comes out in March, so I guess I'll be going back to 3-star more stuff in Mario Kart 8. Which is not something I thought I'd be doing, but here we are. I know we're getting Coconut Mall, which is great, but I'd say my most wanted track would be Mushroom Gorge. I really want Mushroom Gorge back. I'd assume that'd come back, because it's a pretty popular one. I know that they're remastering maps from all 7 of the previous games, plus Tour, which is actually a pretty good move, because, like, I'm going to be honest, if you don't have a Switch, or I guess if you know Mario Kart, then I guess that's like the only reason you want to play Tour. Otherwise, just play on the Switch, honestly. So now they're making even less of a reason to play on Switch, and also even less of a reason to play on Wii U, because I guess, at least all 12 cups were on the Wii U version still, but, they just kind of ported it, add some other new stuff, aside from new tracks in the Deluxe version now. They're doing this, so, even less reasons to, own a Wii U. Anyways, number 2, Mario Strikers Battle League. I think it's Battle League. I hope it is anyway. So I mentioned yesterday that maybe a new Mario sports game. I was leaning more towards baseball though, but they're doing Strikers, which I wanted the most. I didn't think they'd do it. It's been like 15 years, but to my surprise, they actually did Mario Strikers. Awesome. That's coming out in June. I don't know how I'll actually buy that day 1 though, because I'm going to be buying other games pretty soon around that time. Splatoon, another game that comes out in April. The Mario Kart DLC. It's quite a few things. Plus, I got to keep up with like Beyblade releases and stuff. I don't want to be spending everything, so we'll see. Maybe I'll try to get Strikers for my birthday or something a few months later. I'll be occupied, so I don't care that much, but, I might just do it, honestly. It's a really good-looking game. But then we have number 1. This is something that I did talk about yesterday, but it was more of like a pipe dream type of thing. I wouldn't have actually expected it. I think I've talked about this before in, like, really old Weekly Blazes from a few years ago that I wanted to happen. So in April, I believe it was April 29th of this year, so like 2.5 months from now, Nintendo Switch Sports. We did it. Switch Sports is real. I couldn't believe it, because when I heard the noise, I didn't think much of it. I saw like some lines going across the screen, I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I just saw Sports, and I was like, oh, they're actually doing this. Now the one downside, they have original characters. They're not using the Miis. well, kind of. You could play as a Mii, it seems, but the other characters don't look like Miis. I don't think they're gonna be Miis anyway. Maybe if we're lucky, there'll be an option, which I kind of doubt. Like, why would they do that? It'd be amazing, but so we're getting Switch Sports, but it's at a cost. We're losing a lot of Miis, which sucks. I kind of don't understand why they're doing this, honestly. It seems kind of stupid. Like, you have Miis here, why not use them? Why make entirely new models? People don't want this. I feel like a lot of the charm of Wii Sports was the Miis, and I kind of think this definitely hinders it a bit. However, I wanted this game so much, I'm not going to complain about it. It's... what is it, the Law of Equivalent Exchange or whatever? We get a game that we never thought would actually come out at the cost of the characters, basically. Well, I mean, yeah, fair enough. It still looks really good, so I'm not like too mad about that. It just does kind of suck still. So it seems that it will launch with 5 games apparently. 3 of these are returning games. You have bowling, tennis, and swordplay. Swordplay is a new name. I don't know what it was actually. It didn't look like an English word. I'm not sure what it was actually called, but on the site in parentheses afterwards it said swordplay. So I think swordplay is still an okay enough term. So yeah, we have bowling and tennis, 2 original games. Bowling was in Resort as well. Tennis was not. It was only table tennis. So tennis is back. That's cool. And then swordplay, which was introduced in Resort. These are all good games. I think bowling and swordplay are 2 of my favorites. I believe I mentioned this yesterday. Tennis, I'd say, is a very good option as well. And we have 2 brand new games, the first of which being badminton. It seems a little redundant, I think. A little bit anyway. We have tennis. I don't mind it, it's just kind of like... You're launching with 5 games, and you're choosing badminton and tennis as 2 of the 5. I'm not mad. It's fine. It's fine. It's just like maybe they could have chosen something else, but whatever. I'm fine with it. It's just a little weird, but I don't mind. It'll be fine. I'm probably going to be playing more of a certain other game, which is the last one. Volleyball. I mentioned this yesterday. If they did it, volleyball was my number 1 pick, and they're actually putting volleyball in this game. This is crazy. So we're getting not only a new Wii Sports, we're getting volleyball in it. That is phenomenal. So it looks really good too. It looks like a lot of fun. You have all the proper stuff. I'd assume you could serve. I didn't really look too much at that. Like serve properly anyway. But yes, you can. Bump, set, spike, block, all the good stuff. It looks like a ton of fun. It actually looks like a pretty... I don't want to say in-depth game because it's Switch Sports. Like, obviously it's not going to be crazy, but it looks like a really well-made volleyball game for what it is anyway. Like, it'll definitely be a ton of fun. So that's great. And it looks like we're getting more stuff. So in the summer, we're getting a 6th game. This will be soccer. This is a bit of a weird one because it's not like a normal soccer game. It has like this giant ball, and you could like dive and headbutt this thing. It's basically like Wii Sports Rocket League, effectively, which is amazing. That's hilarious. This looks like a lot of fun too. Definitely gonna have to check that out when it comes out. And in the fall, we are getting a 7th game, golf. Of course, you gotta have golf. So golf is coming back in the fall, so that'll be very nice. Now, I would assume they'll probably have more games. I feel like they wouldn't release the game with 5, release 2 more quickly after, and then just ditch the game. Like 7 would be a weird stopping point. I assume we'll get more. If I were to guess, others probably... I actually looked at the map. It looks like baseball. It looks like there's actually like a baseball field on there. I might be wrong on that, but I think baseball would return. I'd assume probably basketball. Then again, I just like these 2 a lot, so maybe that's why I'm thinking this. Other ones that I could see them doing would probably be like boxing, maybe, or what's another one? Maybe archery. That's a little bit less likely, but I think it could still happen. They might just go back to try and redo some of the old ones. But yeah, aside from that, and of course, just new games as well. I don't know what else they'll do. Maybe like actual like football or handball or something. I don't know. It just looks cool. this was, like I said, this was my number one pick for a video game, actually. Which, yeah, it's happening, so that's great. I'm still very surprised. Like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, that wasn't actually real, right? I'm actually a day behind. They didn't announce Switch Sports. I'm like, yep, they actually did. So, yeah, that's everything. I've already been recording for over 15 minutes. All right, so I think that's gonna be about it for today. I just want to talk about this stuff because it was crazy. I seriously did not expect them to announce this many things in a February direct. Usually February directs are supposed to be more chill. Usually it's like I feel like the summer ones are always the craziest. Like the fall ones are pretty crazy too. I feel like the February ones are supposed to be the most chill, and they just drop like E3 levels of announcements on us. Like my God. But that's great. If they're doing this now, if they're doing this another June direct like they usually do, I feel like that'd probably be pretty crazy because I mean I feel like they'd want to have more stuff to talk about then. So hopefully that's a pretty crazy one. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully I can talk about that when it comes. If it comes, I don't know if it will or not. We'll see. But yeah, I guess that's all for today. So I'll talk more at some point later in the week. All right, that's gonna be about it for this week. It's already Sunday at like 6 a.m. Um, I didn't end up recording much more, but I mean that's fine, I guess. I feel like I said I was going to talk about something in this weekly release, but I'm not sure if I was going to or not. I'll figure that out when I'm putting up the clips together, though. And if I was supposed to talk about something, then I'll talk about it in the next one. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't end up recording for whatever reason, so yeah, that's gonna about do it for this one. And I guess hopefully I record next week, and I'll see you then. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and bye.